Lower it down. Testing, testing. What up? What up? What up? You already know what it is. You have just entered the war zone. Yes. Yes. Now, I have some I have some problems and issues with this guy Reggie Wright Jr. Reggie Wright Jr. has just now been implicated in the hit on Tupac Shakur. Let me say that again. Reggie Wright Jr., the former head of security for Death Row Records, has been implicated in the Tupac murder plot. Can you believe that? Listen, I am going to be swift with this video right here because I really want to deep dive on this. I want to bring some videos in, but I really want to get this preliminary series cracked off because I used to be on Reggie Wright's top pause. I used to make consistent videos about this very topic, and I cannot believe how this very topic has resurfaced. I can't believe it. I am excited. I am excited because you have punks that believe that they have gotten away with the most. And this guy has the nerve to build him a channel called Bomb First in the likeness of Tupac. Have the nerve to get into just showing his face in our eyes, y'all, attempting to get ahead of the narrative and turn everything that is right, everything that was right with that case. This guy seemed to somehow gotten into a spot where he can manipulate how it really went down. And the funny thing is, this guy is the biggest advocate, the biggest mouthpiece when it comes to the Tupac incident, right? Besides Keefy D, this guy right here, Reggie Wright, has been on the internet spewing his guts about Tupac, right? How is this? I don't understand. How is this guy? How did we allow this guy, this cop, this pig, to get on air and tell us about Tupac when he was never even there. This guy was never even there. At the time of Tupac's hit, Reggie Wright Jr. was not even there. Now, what's being alleged is in official court documents that Reggie Wright Jr. was in fact involved with the murder plot to take out Tupac Shakur because of his jealousy. We now know for a fact that Reggie Wright Jr. was sent a letter from Tupac a few days before Tupac's murder, 2 weeks or so before Tupac's murder, 11 days before Tupac's murder, was sent a letter from Pac stating that he was firing Reggie Wright right way service. Okay, there's your motive right there. If you wonder, well, what does Reggie Wright got to do with Tupac? Why is he? Why would he? You know what I mean? Feel some type of way about Tupac? There you go. He was fired. Excuse me. Forget being a death row security guard. Monitoring and securing all of the death row artists. Reggie Wright was the head of death row security. Forget the other artists. He wants Tupac. Listen. If I'm running a security firm, right? I'm running a security firm for Bad Boy Records. Do I want Total? Do I want to, work with Total and Faith? Yeah, they cool. But who do I want the prize? I want to guard Biggie, and I'm going to receive more money, more recognition for guarding Biggie. It's going to look great on my resume. It's going to be great. Now, what if Biggie fired me? Would that look good on my resume? Would that look good on my resume? That will not look good on my resume if Biggie fired me, right? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all sub if you're not subscribed to this channel. But Reggie Wright had motive. Reggie had motive. I've been saying this a long time ago, man. A long time ago. Tupac was a wild firecracker. Tupac spazzed out and got after Snoop, snuffed Snoop, rocked him, bam. Because Snoop turned his back, Snoop, you's a lame. The East Coast niggas shoot up your trailer after Biggie jumps on the radio because Biggie found out you West Coast niggas was over here flexing about to shoot the New York video. We found out about it, which is Biggie found out about it. Biggie went on the radio. I was literally listening to the radio when this happened. Biggie went on to Hot 97 and called out Snoop Dogg. Now, what the thing was, Biggie thought Tupac was there. So Biggie was like, yo, y'all gonna let these death row niggas, these dog pound niggas come up in here and just do it, do whatever they want. Y'all gonna let niggas do it like that? And then an hour later, Snoop Dogg van gets shot up. These are all facts. Biggie gets on the radio. This is what you call power. This is why the government was scared also. But Biggie gets on the radio, get, screams at the East Coast, like, yo, y'all gonna let niggas da da da. Yo, I swear to goodness, an hour later, Snoop Dogg's trailer gets shot up. You ain't coming to making no video here. Snoop Dogg's trailer gets shot up. Bam. What does Pac do? Soon as Pac was in the studio with Suge, they were literally in the studio together at the time of the shooting of Snoop Dogg's trailer in New York. Now, Pac and Suge is in LA. They are in they are in Can-Am. They are in their studio. Okay? That's where Pac and Suge is at. Snoop and the Dog Pound, Daz and Corrupt, they are in New York about to shoot the New York video. New York, big city of your dreams. They about to shoot that video. Biggie gets on the radio while they are shooting the video, y'all. Biggie gets on the radio because Biggie heard that Tupac and the Dog Pound gangsters was in town shooting the video. Biggie gets on the radio and says, "Yo, y'all gonna let these these West Coast niggas come out here and shoot a video?" An hour later, Snoop Dogg trailer gets shot up. Then what did Pac do? Pac, now the studio was crowded in Can-Am. Pac goes around the room asking niggas, "Yo, where you from?" He was like, niggas was like, "Yo, I'm from here. I'm from Compton." Niggas like, "Yo, where you from?" He like, "I'm from the East Coast." "You're fired." "Yo, where you from?" "Yo, I'm from da da da. I'm from East Coast." "You're fired." Anybody that was from the East Coast, anybody he felt like that was affiliated with anybody East Coast, Pac got rid of them right there. Pac spazzed out on them, got rid of them right there. Okay? These are all facts. This is confirmed by Suge Knight. This is what Pac did as soon as Pac found out about Snoop Dogg trailer getting shot up by the East Coast niggas. He went to war and went to bat for Snoop Dogg. Then what did Snoop Dogg do right after that? After Snoop Dogg's trailer gets shot up, Snoop Dogg goes on the radio and says, he doesn't have any problems with the East Coast brothers. He doesn't have any problems with them, this, that, and the third. And he said that he doesn't have a problem so much so with them, he'd even be willing to do a song with them and do songs with them. Pac heard that and went ballistic. Pac heard that and went ballistic. Pac ran into Suge Knight's hotel room, in which people knew where Suge stayed as far as if he stayed in a hotel, but they didn't know exactly where. Only Tupac knew that. Only Tupac knew the exact numbers and how to get into Suge room and things like that. So Tupac burst up into Suge's room. Suge had a few girls lamped up, chilling and all that in his room. And then he was like, and Suge was like, "Yo, he was in his briefs." You know what I'm saying? Suge in his briefs. And he was like, "Yo," Pac bust up in there like, "Yo, what up, man? What's up?" And Pac like, "Yo, man, you got a radio?" Suge like, "Yeah." Put on the radio. Snoop Dogg on the radio. Talking about, yo, he don't got a problem with the East Coast niggas, da 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 da. There's no problems with them. He's willing to do songs with them. These are facts. This is what Snoop did. So then Suge and Pac fly out to New York. Suge, Pac, Snoop come face to face in New York. Pac stalls off on Snoop Dogg when he see him. It's on site. It's on site. Tupac from the East Coast. We give it up like that too, bro. It's on site. We see you. It's on site. He popped off on Snoop Dogg. Tupac popped off on Snoop Dogg. Hands to his jaw. Bam. Snoop Dogg didn't fight back. Snoop Dogg ran. Snoop Dogg ran. Trying to figure out. I thought Snoop Dogg was a triple OG, double OG, quadruple OG. I don't understand. I don't understand that one for the life of me. Snoop, you ran from little Napoleon. You ran from little old Napoleon. You know how short Tupac is compared to you. I mean, it doesn't matter about height, but goodness gracious, Snoop, that is bad work, bro. That ain't work, bro. That's bad work. You ran. And the kid, I see you, the kid. I see you on the check and salute you. you know. But you ran, Snoop. When Pac smacked you, you ran. Suge Knight gets into the middle of y'all, breaks it up. Suge Knight says, and I quote, y'all niggas acting crazy out here in front of these East Coast niggas. He was like, yo, y'all niggas is crazy. Wait till we going back and we gonna handle this in the red room. Cause Suge Knight had a room in his studio that was all red, and they called that the red room, where they would hash out any discrepancies. Any discrepancies happen, they would have to get it on. And then when they leave that room, it should be left there. Should be no problems after that. But that's what the red room's about. When they leave to go to LA, Snoop Dogg does not get into the limos with Tupac and all and the Outlaws and the Dog Pound. They were all in limos. Suge, they were all in limos going back to LA. Suge, I mean, Suge said that Snoop Dogg rode in the car with the luggage. That's what was said. Suge said Snoop rode with the luggage. Now, I don't have this I don't have this clip right now, but I do recall, and I tried to look for it. I'm gonna attempt to look for it again because I remember I was researching this for some years now, and I remember there was a white guy that was a part of their entourage. Well, he wasn't a part of their entourage. He was like a media. He wasn't. He wasn't even a media personality. He was like a. He was a. I don't know. He was somehow a part of their entourage, and I don't know how. I forget how. But anyway, he had nothing to do with hip hop, right? And he wasn't really even a part of the entourage. He just I don't even remember how it happened. All I know is the white guy was there when Snoop and Pac was supposed to be they were supposed to be leaving or going back to LA. Now, Suge just said that Snoop rode with the luggage. That's what Suge said. Now, Suge didn't go into detail about that. That's all Suge said. Now, he confirmed that. But this white guy that I'm telling you about years ago said Tupac, that Tupac snuffed snuffed Snoop Dogg. I think he said he slapped him. He said he slapped Snoop Dogg and threw him into the car with the luggage. Now, this white guy said this years ago, bro, that I remember. Now that I'm saying this out loud, I am going to look for it again. Because I recall looking for it maybe a year or two ago. I forget why, and I was looking for it because I was doing content. I was doing content, but and I was on this case because this case is sort of near and dear to me because it it did shape my reality at one point. This whole Biggie Pop thing. I didn't shed blood in the jails for this, and I done spilled blood in the jails for this. Right? I mean, it was on like that when this was really on. This was really, yo. This was hip hop was really real, bro. And then, so the white guy said that Pop was slapped by Tupac and thrown into the luggage. And the white guy was laughing. He was like you could tell this white guy was like no hood dude. He was just telling what happened. He was telling a story. Like, yo, it was funny and I was around, he was another rich guy. He was a rich guy also. So he was just like telling a story. He was like, yo, and I was, we were like coming out of an airport. They were saying that they was coming out of an airport and or something like that, or he was a by the airport. Some, I think there was. I see. I got to get the story again. But the thing is, I'm hearing that Snoop was thrown in the car with the luggage. That's what was told to me. I mean, to me, well, that's what was told on the air. I remember. I recall. I have to find that. I really do. And now you have Snoop Dogg. I mean, now you have Suge confirming that Snoop Dogg did ride in a van with the luggage going back to LA, or whether they jumped in the vehicles to get to private jets. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what happened. They you know what I mean? Or they probably no, I think they flew back, or they could have drove back because they was only in Vegas. You know, so it's just a you know, this is extremely interesting. This is extremely interesting. All right, where this goes. Can you believe that we are still talking about Tupac right now? The case is as hot as if it was like it just started, as if Pac just was murdered. The community is upset about this. And I can see something like this happening to where we don't get any type of justice for Tupac for this long, because if you are implicating Reggie Wright Jr., that means Reggie Wright Jr. is tapped into the entire police force out there in LA, Las Vegas. He's just tapped into the police force. His father is a veteran police officer. He's a veteran cop, his father. And then you get Reggie Wright when the internet comes out. Remember, the internet wasn't out, y'all, when Tupac was taken out. But when the internet came later on, well, YouTube and everything, when YouTube and everything came later on, and we were started podcasting, and here come Reggie Wright. I remember Reggie. I'm like, why would he be getting on? I remember him first doing like a podcast. They were trying out a podcast called Gangster Chronicles, and then it switched to Bomb First. That had me upset. I'm like, why would he call his podcast Bomb First? Nigga, you don't even like Tupac. He was talking, even if you listen to Reggie Wright talking about Tupac at first, when he first came on doing podcasting, he was shitting on Tupac, hating on him. He would piss me off every time. I remember that because I mean, I was like, listening to like, is this guy serious? Like, how are you, and like, every video you do is about Tupac. You name your podcast about Tupac, and then you shitting on Tupac? It didn't make sense to me. It did not make sense to me. So then when I started listening to the likes of Frank Alexander, Michael Moore, these are former bodyguards that worked under Right Way Security for Reggie Wright Jr. Why were your employees speaking against you, Reggie? Why were you condemning these men after their death, even after their death? To date, you have been scolding them. Your last live stream, you just scolded Frank Alexander and Michael Moore again. Is it because they have provided substantial evidence that does link you to the conspiracy and murder plot of Tupac Shakur? Is this the reason, Reggie Wright Jr.? Is this the reason why you started to even do a podcast? Why would you do a podcast, Reggie Wright Jr.? Why would you do a podcast? You were not around Pac when Pac was shot. What fucking sense? What do you have that's valuable to us as an audience that will have us to want to listen to you all the time talking about Tupac as if you know what's going on? I'm so glad Suge Knight came back out, y'all. They thought that the real was gone forever. You had this guy Diddy up there with a grip on the entire freaking hip hop music entertainment industry. Diddy. He freaking went to war with freaking this guy Suge. But this guy Diddy is a dirty, dirty player, man. He's a dirty, dirty player, man. And I'm so glad that Suge is rising up from the concrete. This man still got a damn 45-inch shell lodged in his skull. And God's still keeping this man around to tell us the real. And I pray to God that he get his money that that he is said that he is suing Reggie for $200 million because Reggie has been going around running his mouth, putting out all type of false accusations, all type of slanderous accusations on Suge Knight and his family, claiming that he has the life rights to Suge Knight, capping all over the world. And you have literally woken a sleeping giant, and you have woken Big Suge back up. I haven't heard Suge this fiery in years. When I heard Suge speaking on the Art of Dialogue recently again, Suge's fired up now. Suge is now claiming Ray J had something to do with Whitney Houston. What's up with all of this, man? You nasty ass players in this game, y'all. Playing so dirty, man. And I'm so glad that the real is coming back. New celebrities are being birthed, and you old celebrities, y'all getting kicked up out of here. And what I mean by that, you older celebrities, you celebrities that have been in the game holding it down for your own malicious, sick reasonings. Gatekeeping. And enough's enough with that. There's a force taking you and removing you straight up out of your positions. All of you. Now, I am going to end this live stream. I wanted to touch on this with Suge Knight. I'm glad that Suge Knight is back out. I'm glad that Suge Knight is back out speaking and fully attacking. Not just speaking, he's attacking, as he should. He's doing it in the correct manner. He's doing it in a way that it should be done. He's showing you how OG's supposed to be. Clowns. Bunch of clowns. But I love you all, except for the ones I don't. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this whole ordeal. Reggie Wright got to be. Yo, they just moved. Do you not know that the trial for Keefy D was supposed to be this this month on the 25th, February 25th? Do you know that? It was supposed to be this. Do you not know that Keefy D asked for a postponement of the trial to delay the trial because they have new founded evidence that links Reggie Wright Jr. directly to the murder plot of Tupac Shakur. And get this, they also claiming that they have evidence that Keefy D was not in Las Vegas at the time of the shooting. Keefy D was there the night before and left Las Vegas the night Tupac was murdered. Allegedly, this is what Keefy D's camp is claiming. Keefy D also said when he was on a podcast, he also said that if I am going to go down for the Tupac Shakur murder, he said then Reggie got to go down for the Notorious B.I.G. murder. Now, yo, man, another thing. Why did Reggie Wright jump out there and be one of the first to speak at Keefy D's grand jury hearing? I mean, can somebody help me with that in the comment section? Why did Reggie Wright Jr. be one of the first witnesses to speak at Keefy D's grand jury hearing? What the freak is up with that? What is up with that? This guy is what is up with that, y'all? This guy's trying to live the life and be a acceptable rat at the same time. Reggie Wright. Nah, it don't work like that. You can't be ship shaping in worlds like that. Use a whole stone cold rat, Reggie. Clown, bro. This shit's be tight, bro. Yo, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I love you all except for the ones I don't. Peace.